This is something you've heard me discuss many times before. But I just want to show you a comment I did respond to and show you how stupid these people are. Look, remember this. When you look at Marvel, you look at DC Comics, and we make fun of them as we should, and they do something goofy, try to appease the authoritarian left or the social justice left, same thing. And, you know, we look at that and we laugh, make fun of them, we do our videos, and we wonder, hey, man, who are these people are trying to do this stuff for? Like, because nobody asked for it. Well, they're trying to appeal to people that are on, like, websites like Twitter as well as headlines and stuff. And like I said before, these people are, like, if you look at Twitter, you know, we know what's going on with this whole Elon Musk thing, but seriously, look at Twitter. It's a certain type of person that's on there, nonetheless. But if you were basing, like, the comic book industry off of what Twitter did, then, yeah, it makes sense to make social justice shit. The problem is that those guys aren't actually customers. They don't buy comic books. They don't even know where the local comic book shop is on a Wednesday, but they will tweet about it. They'll probably pirate your shit too, but they certainly will tweet about it, and that's about it. It doesn't extend. Their fandom does not extend beyond that, talking about it and liking the idea of Miles Morales because they don't buy his fucking books, like stuff like that. But these type of weirdos who end up in my message, like these are crackheads, man. Like you're dealing with either bots or crack smokers. Those are the only two options right here. Now, I do think some of these guys do literally smoke a little crack, and then they go to the search engine thing on Twitter and they search like Miles Morales, right? And then you get my video, a post that my team posted of sending people and directing people to the video, and then they'll get mad. Oh, he's doing Miles Morales videos and stuff like that. So you remember that one where we talked about? This is an older post. This was almost a month ago. I did this post, and it was this one right here where, you know, they brought this new evil Miles Morales, right? They don't know what to do with the damn shit character, so now they have an evil version of Miles from another universe. Ooh, never been done before. Very original. And they have that one. Then they got Clone Miles as well. That's never happened. Peter Parker's never had an arc that's anything remotely similar to that. And also this guy, this evil Miles, his name is like, what is it? Like Selim or something? Like it's Miles spelled backwards, which I didn't even catch on to that when we recovered the video. But yeah, great talent over there. They're sending their best, certainly over there at Marvel. But there's this guy right here who, again, like you look, it reads like a meme. It says Marvel Star Wars movies. Like it's a bot or it's a crackhead. One of the two. Stan accounts. Look at this guy, what he said to me. And I'm going to address this real quick. He says, congrats on giving racist white people a self-hating black man they can point to and go, see, he's black and thinks black people suck too. Keep tap dancing, or he says, for that white approval, bro. It's pathetic. Okay, let's address that real quick. Yes, I understand this is a retarded person that we're dealing with, but let's go ahead and address that, okay? Start off with what he started off with. Like, he is saying that just because we are making a video about Peter Darker, also known as Miles Morales, that in itself means that I think black people suck. Like, that's what he's saying. Like, that's what he said, because he's saying they point to me, or I've given them a reason through this post to say that I'm black and I think black people suck too. Like, what the fuck is that? Again, that can only be explained by bots and their algorithm getting lost, or just a literal crack smoker. And he says the last line, which we've heard before, oh, he's tap dancing for the white man and for his white approval. Let's recap here. It's a boring ass non-argument that we've addressed many times, but you got to update your resume, as I always say. Let's go through that. Okay, let's recap. Miles Morales, right, is a character, for those of you who don't know, that was created by Marvel Comics about 10 years ago, going on I think 11. Kind of conceptualized before that, but that's when he kind of debuted with his own little thing. And the reason why he was created, Spider-Man, they knew they were going to kill off the Spider-Man, the only Spider-Man, Peter Parker, in the Ultimate Comics universe, okay, by Marvel Comics. And because of Barack Obama, not making this up, you can verify it, look it up if you need to. Because of Barack Obama and the whole like phenomena of Barack Obama during the time. They figured, okay, we needed to get a new Spider-Man, and therefore, because we're killing off this one. So why did he be a reflection of the like the president of the United States? I'm not making that up. Again, you can verify this if you need to, for those you don't know. He was literally created with the sole purpose of being biracial or black, whatever you want to call him, Spider-Man. That's the only reason why he was that was the reason. That was what they led with. They wanted so he was created out of literal tokenization. They wanted a black Spider-Man. Okay, cool. With that being said, we know that he's not Spider-Man. Not only that, if you look at, for example, his origin, it's literally not only the exact same as like Peter Parker from he's literally his. And to be fair, I mean, it makes sense when you consider the origin story that it's the same writer. I think Bendis wrote the other one, the Ultimate Comics one as well, with Peter. Same exact origin story. Spider from Norman Osborn, place bites person becomes Spider-Man. Literally, it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So he's just there to be black Spider-Man. Black version of another character, aka tokenization. Okay, so me taking obviously issues with these lazy ass characters that have been created over the last decades that are just rehashes of other characters, but race swap, gender swap, sexuality swap. Boring. Not needed, considering the amounts of information that can get spread by way of just social media, and you now have marketing tools that you didn't have before, that you can get a character out there if you really wanted to get them out there. So you're just really going out of your way to be lazy at this point. So what Miles Morales and characters like him, or whether next we don't even have to talk about characters like him. Let's just talk about him because that's what we're talking about. Miles Morales is sloppy seconds. He is literally white man Peter Parker in blackface. That's what he is. Okay. So when someone says something retarded like this, like I'm the one seeking white approval, that's a projection, right? Because it's you that seeks white approval, because you only see legitimacy, as I always say, in white characters, which is why y'all love the idea, though you don't buy his books, you love the idea of there being a black Spider-Man, because you only see legitimacy in characters that you already knew and loved that were previously white. I'm the one that advocates for original characters that are created. I think there's still a lot of levels of creativity that are out there. A lot of people that have creative minds and create new characters. I'm not the one begging for the sloppy seconds. Y'all do that shit. So when they say, oh, well, he hates himself, or he's like this guy said, I'm a self-hater. I seek white approval. That's them. Because they only see legitimacy in white characters. They seek the white approval. They seek the, if anything, it's they self-hate. Because I'm not the one that's going around begging to be accepted by white people, number one. You'll never find me fucking doing that. That shit's for fucking losers. But I certainly am, I'm an advocate of originality. I'd prefer an original black character as opposed to a white character that was then turned black. Be it by way of a cross into a new medium, like a movie or something, or by way of in the books, where he just becomes a black version of the character that already exists. It's a projection, period. Projection. These guys are fucking losers. Always will be. Always have been. You know what I know. We all know it. We all know it. We'll also show them how to do it. So let these losers keep running Marvel Comics into the ground. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, ericdjuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.